The world is full of people who love dogs and monkeys. But what about the animosity between these two animals? In this video, we'll show you some ways to avoid potential conflicts with both your dog and your monkey so that you can maintain a healthy relationship with both your pets. We have many interesting topics about animals on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like to get new video. Also, you can find beautiful fine art with reasonable prices in the link below. Don't miss it. The fight between a dog and a monkey is one of the many examples of where animals compete for food. While the dog is successful in obtaining food, the monkey manages to obtain some fruits. When they find that they are both hungry, they struggle against each other when they try to obtain food. The relationship between the two mammals is really bizarre. We all know that dogs tend to be more loyal than monkeys, but they also have some huge differences in their behavioral and physical makeups. In this video, we are going to explore the history of their relationship and how it affects their life today. This will help us understand why they dislike each other so much and what it means for them in the future. Monkeys and dogs are close to being natural enemies. They have a lot of things in common, but they also have some major differences. This is partly due to the fact that they evolved from different species, but also due to the fact that monkeys and dogs live in two different types of environments, the jungle and the city. What we know about difference between dogs and monkeys. Monkeys are considered to be more clever than dogs. They have a higher level of cognition and can carry out more complex tasks than dogs. The difference between the two can be attributed to their brain structure. Monkeys have a bigger cerebral cortex compared to the size of their brain, which allows them to process information and maintain a larger amount of neurons in the region. While dogs have an average human-sized brain with a small cerebral cortex and less neurons in that region, which leads them to being much slower at cognitive tasks. Dogs are usually considered to be more social creatures as they are known for their ability to connect with people, while monkeys are considered loners due to its solitary nature that makes it hard for it to socialize with other animals or people as well. Dogs and monkeys are both primates, but their anatomy is different. While dogs have a long tail and strong teeth, monkeys have a shorter tail and don't have teeth. Dogs are domesticated animals while monkeys live in the wild. Monkeys are more closely related to humans than dogs. Monkeys are found in many parts of the world including Asia, Africa, and America. The difference between dogs and monkeys is that dogs depend on humans for food while monkeys get their food from natural sources such as fruits or leaves. Dog-monkey relationships and how they took shape. The dog-monkey relationship is an example of how humans have a tendency to anthropomorphize non-human animals. The following are some reasons why people tend to anthropomorphize creatures. Dogs, in particular, have been a popular subject of anthropomorphism since ancient times. Monkeys have posed a problem for human civilization at different time periods because they ate crops, stole food, and were considered cursed by humans. However, dogs did not pose any significant threat to human civilization until the 20th century when dogs became domesticated and had access to our homes and food supply. How did dog-monkey relationships evolve over time? The relationship between dogs and monkeys is a special one. The two species have had close interactions with each other for centuries. The relationship between the two species has taken shape over time. For long, monkeys have been the pests of animal kingdom, and humans are mostly credited for killing them off. It was only after the modern era that humans began to feel guilty about their treatment of monkeys and started protecting them, even though there was no evidence to show they were endangered or not. While this section focuses on the relationships of the human and non-human, the underlying factors that led to these relationships are explored. Animals have always been a part of our life since time immemorial. This relationship has been evolving over centuries and is also changing at a rapid pace due to technology advancements. An animal can be anyone's pet, companion, or coworker depending on its role in an individual's life. What is behind the dog and monkey relationship? The theory of evolution states that the first animal to evolve a certain trait would win and pass it on to its offspring. This is because the traits that help an organism survive will be passed down from generation to generation. The dog and monkey relationship is an interesting case study in this argument. The theory of evolution states that animals begin with a single-celled organism, which has no brain, and does not have any form of intelligence. One day, some multiplying cells with a nucleus started getting more energy and reproducing faster than other cells without nuclei. This eventually led to the development of more complex cell structures in animals, including brains. The first animal with a brain was believed to be the dog, as it shared characteristics such as social hierarchy, hunting skills, use tools, possess opposable thumbs, etc. The dog and monkey relationship is a common human perception of how animals act. Though we often see this as a comedic trope, there are also deeper meanings to it. The ancient Chinese used the analogy for the relationship between man and nature, or the civilized man and wild nature. The dog-monkey relationship. Monkey is a term used in many East Asian cultures to describe those who have achieved some level of cultivation, a Buddhist or Taoist method of spiritual training. Dogs are seen as animals that are not sophisticated enough to be able to reach this level of cultivation, but still have many qualities that resemble humans, such as intelligence, sociability, and loyalty. The dog and monkey relationship is not just a popular joke, but it has a deeper meaning behind it. The relationship between dogs and monkeys dates back to the time when humans began domesticating animals. Monkeys were given as gifts to tribes of hunter-gatherers. They were used to catch monkeys that humans couldn't catch by themselves or had difficulty catching. Dogs, on the other hand, were pack animals that helped protect the tribe from predators and wild animals like wolves. This relationship has been maintained throughout history, with dogs still being used as hunting companions while monkeys are now kept as pets by the rich and famous. The dog is regarded as loyal, intelligent, man's best friend, courageous, playful, and brave, while the monkey is regarded as mischievous, clever, animal's best friend, intelligent. Can dogs really hate monkeys? Monkeys are one of the most loved animals among children. However, can dogs really hate monkeys? Dogs and monkeys have been living together since a long time ago. There is no doubt that both the species enjoy each other's company. They live in harmony and give each other space when needed. Most people would not think of dogs to be capable of being hateful towards monkeys. But it is possible for a dog to perceive another animal as a threat and feel threatened by them. While for a monkey, a dog is like an older sibling whom they love to play with. This is a question that people have asked for generations. It has been debated with many different answers from yes to no. The answer is that dogs and monkeys do not have the same emotional capability, and as such, they cannot hate each other. Dogs are known to love monkeys. They will also accept them into their family, as long as they haven't been provoked. An ongoing debate in the scientific community of whether dogs and primates can coexist peacefully. Dogs are usually more aggressive towards monkeys than primates are towards dogs due to their stronger sense of smell. It is assumed that a dog's ability to recognize monkeys' body language, facial expressions, and vocal cues is what contributes to the canine's natural aversion for monkeys. While it has not been confirmed whether or not dogs really do hate monkeys, scientists have proposed that there is a shift in the nervous system that occurs in dogs when they see monkeys, which leads them to attack without provocation and without giving their opponents a chance to respond. Why do dogs hating monkeys? And why is it so hard to break the cycle? The monkey-dog cycle is a vicious circle of behaviors in which the monkey, who wants to eat the dog's food, becomes angry and starts chasing the dog. This behavior can be found in many species: lions versus wildebeest, bottlenose dolphins versus pilot whales, and humans versus monkeys or any other primates, are just a few examples. The monkey-dog cycle has been found to be common among primates that have overlapping territories. This means that they live in close proximity and compete for resources. Additionally, the monkey-dog cycle has been shown to be a result of differing home territories, where some primates will show dominance over others. In the Disney film, The Jungle Book, Mowgli meets and befriends a pack of wolves. They are led by Baloo the bear, who is always preaching peace and love. Baloo does not tolerate any form of violence or aggression against animals and humans alike. Baloo is a monkey at heart, but he has been taught that monkeys don't like dogs and thus becomes an advocate for peace in the jungle. The problem with this story is that despite this being an example of how aggressive behavior can be learned, there are still many animals that hate other animals because they were trained to do so by their owners. This question is asked on a daily basis, and there is no definitive answer. There are many factors that contribute to the issue of dog-to-monkey hate, and it's really hard to break this pattern. Dogs and monkeys have always been in competition, whether it be for food or territory, said Dr. Brenda Barnett, an anthropologist at Kendall University. It's just a hard cycle to break. Why do monkeys like to play with dogs? There are a few theories on why monkeys like to play with dogs. One theorized that monkeys and dogs were both social creatures who found comfort in touching each other. Another theory suggested that the monkeys might have found a sense of peace in playing with the dogs, which was similar to what they might feel when playing with each other. Previous research has shown that monkey-dog interactions are not uncommon, and even if it is rare, it is often very positive. In fact, some studies suggest that primates are more likely to help human beings than other species. All animals, including humans, like to play with each other. Most animals have a strong urge to play, which is why they need resources and space. Monkeys and dogs are both social animals and are more likely to interact with one another because of that. Monkeys like playing with humans because it helps them learn about their environment. They also love interacting with humans since we can provide them the things that they need, such as food and water. Dogs are one of the most popular animals that monkeys like to play with because they help them explore their environment in a safe way. Humans teach monkeys how to be safe around dogs, so these two species have been able to coexist peacefully for centuries. Why does dog-hating monkey not hate dogs? It is difficult to find a person who doesn't like dogs. It is also difficult to find someone who doesn't like monkeys. You might think that these two animals don't have anything in common, but you would be wrong. Do you know why does a dog-hating monkey not hate dogs? This is because of the time period when these animals lived. Dogs were primarily domesticated around 10,000 years ago, whereas monkeys have been around for twice as long as humans on Earth. As a result, humans and monkeys are more closely related than dogs are to their closest relatives, wolves and coyotes. As you can see, there are many factors that play into why people love one animal and not another. Canine intelligence evolved over thousands of years with help from human domestication and artificial selection. Differences in behavior between dogs and monkeys. Monkeys are more likely to be aggressive than domestic dogs. They also have a higher chance of committing infanticide. One way to investigate these differences is through the study of their behavior, which can be difficult because monkeys are naturally shy creatures and are hard to observe in the wild. It is important to note that these behavioral differences between species did not exist in the past when they were both hunter-gatherers and lived in different ecosystems. Dogs, on the other hand, are more sociable animals that live with humans and will not kill their own offspring unless provoked by humans. Conclusion for why dog and monkey dislike each other. Dogs and monkeys do not have the same emotional capability, and as such, they cannot hate each other. For dogs, they perceive another animal as a threat and feel threatened by them. On the other hand, for monkeys, a dog is like an older sibling whom they love to play with.